Hey, this is Chaotic here. Today we're going to talk about Narja and her partner Gaia, whether you should pull for Gaia or save your resources for the upcoming banners. It is extremely important for this type of game to have a plan in place and to have goals for what you want for your account. Whether it's pull for all characters just to have fun, or if you want to maximize your account, you want to save your resources and pull only specific banners that benefit your account and pull for multiple copies so you can have higher ego levels. So let's take a look at Gaia and what she does. So the banner's been out for almost 3 weeks now, so everybody already has an idea of what the partner does. But let's just go over briefly what Gaia offers. So we get 8% defense at base ego, and then plus 20% damage, as well as plus 20% damage to all allies if a card of costing of 6 is used, and in this case applies only to mealtime because mealtime is the only card in the game that costs 6. So technically, after mealtime is used, she can gain plus 40% damage to her attacks. Then her ego skill also deals some damage, as well as draw one attack card, and can be her teammates' attack cards. And this can help her kit because she does lack some draw in her kit, and can come in clutch if you need an attack card to set a defense break or finish off a character or boss. So then let's look at some of the other options available in terms of partners for us controllers. We have Nyx, although not ideal, she gives heal percent rather than defense percent. And since Narja scales off the defense, her damage and her healing is based off of her defense total. So, although this partner will offer some damage to her allies, as well as a very powerful ego that allows her to swap up to 3 cards for 4, Nyx is not ideal since she does not boost her defense-based damage. Then my favorite choice is Alyssa. At Ego 2, we gain 18% defense, and I believe this goes up to 24%, and then a small heal of 4.5% at the end of the battle, and in Chaos runs, that's equivalent to about 90 heal if your team has about 2,000 health. Definitely can help if you don't get the correct epiphanies and you can't maintain your veracity stacks. And if Narja is your only healer, then that small 4.5% heal can make a difference in the long run, especially if you cannot rest in your fights, after your fights. And then the ego skill offers a small heal, and then the morale stack is nice if you're trying to burst down a boss in one turn. So then just see how these partners apply in simulation. My Narja currently is equipped with Alyssa. Gives the best synergy in terms of defense stacking through heals and defense-based damage. So let's just take a look at what she's able to do in terms of solo fighting the Spiral Tower Screams, which is one of the hardest contents in the game right now. We'll just go to the last set of stages available right now, and then I'm going to be running a team with Veronica and Ray, both of them with 0 card decks. Veronica with just her Ballista, and then Narja will be running a Dominion build, which takes up a large chunk of her save data. And so we have basically just 90 points spread over her other cards. We have Shackles of Hunger with 2 vulnerable to the target and 3 copies of those. And then we have the defense-based damage for Bottomless Hunger as well as Domain and Veracity. And so let's just see how this build can deal with this Spiral Tower. So potentials, basically everything's maxed out. I do believe her heal basic is on the stronger side of basics, and a lot of times I do choose to keep them in if I'm able to choose whether to keep an extra Divine Epiphany or a basic. And then memory fragments, she does have 2 build paths, the 222 with defense percent crit damage, or the Judgment of Flames, and I'm choosing to run this build primarily because I'm using her with Serenial a lot. She does gain quite a bit more damage versus Ravaged targets, and this plus 50% damage basically negates the damage that she would gain from having Gaia. And then my build is at a 0 ego, so easily achievable with just 1 copy of Narja. So let's just go to Tower Screams, and then we'll just auto this with this build, and let's see how we do. So we are starting off with Domain, so we can start building the morale stats, and it's especially, this monster card is especially strong in this type of content because each turn the morale stacks, so by the end of the 5 battles we can easily get up to 10 morale. And if you're playing manually, you can end turns and gain more than just 10 morale. So we haven't been hit yet. I do want to see some of her recovery, so might turn auto off just to end a turn, take some damage. Alright, I will turn auto back on, so we can just see how much damage we're recovering. So 400 with mealtime, and then about 40 per hit, and we're basically back to full health already. So it seems like we're blowing through content pretty fast. Veracity stacks are staying pretty high. And I believe most comps are not able to easily auto this, so she's doing rather well as the solo carry. Keeping in mind the morale stats at 6 now, and if you were just using Ray, then 6 is really nothing. So half of her save data is being used by just that 1 card. So we're basically staying near full health up until the last fight. Let's see if we can finish this last boss before we die.
준비됐어. 내게 힘을 빌려줘. 뭘 괜찮아. 전부 삼켜버려. 향기 좋죠?
So just a comparison of what Gaia would offer versus what Alyssa is offering right now
뭘
is
하면 내게
just a little bit more
힘을
damage
빌려줘.
at the cost of healing.
준비됐어. 단번에 뭘 하면 내게
And
힘을
you can see
빌려줘.
that while taking damage, the healing is important to keep her topped off. And since in most builds she won't be the primary damage dealer,
준비 괜찮아.
the healing might be more important than her actual
뭘
damage.
하면 내게
So,
힘을 빌려줘.
in my opinion, I don't
준비됐어.
think
내게
Gaia
힘을
is
빌려줘.
necessary. The resources necessary to pull doesn't justify how much she offers.
뭘 하면
So I
지켜줘.
would recommend skipping Gaia, saving your resources. This character is very powerful with or without her partner.
뭘 하면
And
내게
in one of the
힘을
most
빌려줘.
difficult contents right now, she's easily just destroying the content. Earlier in the week, I also
딱히 대단한 활약은 아니었던 것
used her
같은데.
to complete the what's it called? The challenge, Wailing Prodigal. She did easily carry that one auto as well. I didn't try Fear Encountered, although I suspect she may not be able to finish that one by herself. But just based off of some of the content that's available right now, although we will be getting new tower levels, I expect she should still be able to auto those regardless of whether she has her own specific partner or not. But if you like this video, please give a like. See you next time.